Welcome to Empress Ebony's Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Ebony. I'm not here to put on a facade or any internet character for you all. I am a soul having a human experience just as you are. This channel is for those that are concerned about themselves, who are on their awakening and spiritual journey and are not concerned about what others do. It's about self-mastery. It's about going within to get through the muck of life. It's about learning tarot, astrology, numerology. That's what Empress Ebony's Tarot is here for. Welcome back, tribe. How y'all doing? How y'all been? How y'all feel? I know it's been a while. I haven't been here in a long while. And the format is the way that it is because there was some storage difficulties with the reading. A big portion of it was lost, but I still feel like I was able to bring you all a concise message through. I'm going to let you know automatically off rip. This message is for a masculine energy. And we're going to get into it. I know y'all can kind of see in the background what's there, but the rest of it is coming. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm back at it, y'all. We back into it. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully something in the reading resonates with you. Hopefully you watch the whole thing. But if not, I love you either way. Now let's get into it. Inspired action in the current position. Experience conscious connections. Universe. Bliss is Watts. Number 19. That's that sun card. Storytelling. Tell me to your story. Inspired action. Just connection. Blessed. And you need to have fun. And nature at here. Fingers. Other fire, passion ignited. King of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Back at the bottom of the deck. At the very back of the deck, the shadow, trials and tribulations. 18. What's that? Is that Journey? No, the moon. It's the moon. I'm gonna keep coming up in my readings. Just messages. Currently trying to figure out what to do with the Ace of Pentacles. They provided a gift. Now we're thinking about how to take action with it. I'm getting real needing to be grounded energy. So grounded that you merge with nature. Giving somebody their flowers, giving yourself your flowers, allowing your flowers to bloom. Inspired action. Don't see darkness as a bad thing. It's where inspired action happens. Okay. There's something on good of earth. Good of earth. Good of earth. Perfect. 38 is 11, which brings down 22, Hierophant 5, 25. Then get grounded. Meditation, training, mentorship, receiving the keys, working on myself. Because the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Figuring out how to make this money, what to do, what work you need to do on yourself and as a career. At the very back of the deck, King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're eventually gonna evolve into the King of Pentacles. Right now you're the Page, because that's the Page of Pentacles. Keep working, keep at it, and the King of Pentacles is what you emerge into. Divine timing. Thank you, divine guide, divinely guided. Guru status. I'm hearing Jay-Z tell Guru to turn the beat up. I can't remember what song that is, but in the song he tells Guru to turn the beat up or turn him up. Excuse me. Either or it could be both, because they're giving me the impression that it's two songs. One he says turn the beat up, one he says turn him up, but two Guru. Lovers, where the fortune lies. We make an icon. I'm feeling what once was karmic is no longer is evolving as well. Oh, how these line up? Oh my goodness. Oh, the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I hold it right. I'm gonna hold it like this, because you see how these things are lining up on this card, on these cards, these things. Oh my goodness. To me, this feels like there's support and guidance, no matter which way. No matter if it's, no matter if it's straight or curly, because they bringing me to the two angels pair. This one is straight, this one is, crinkly, curly, wavy. You heard the message, you heard the calling. You heard the calling, and you got to learn about yourself. Right? It's what it's feeling like. This relationship that once was karmic has evolved and had its cyclical times of repeat, stagnation, and giving me Two of Swords energy. But even with Two of Swords, it's giving me like the Two of Swords always gives me like heightening your senses. Like when you close your eyes, some people believe, and me as well. So we believe that when you close your eyes, the rest of your senses are heightened, just as if like a blind person, their sense of hearing is heightened because it helps them to navigate. Two of Swords doesn't always mean stagnation as far as you're stagnant on purpose. It doesn't always mean a bad thing. It could mean that you need this time to sit still, heighten your senses, be aware of your surroundings. And I'm saying this just because I'm seeing the Two of Swords with the cyclical portion of how this relationship evolved from being karmic to, you know, on the path, not necessarily a saint, not necessarily like, but are of the divine. You are of the divine. So it comes with the good and the bad and the ugly and all of that. It giving me like the feeling of not being judgmental, not being shameful, not being, traditional in a sense. Hmm. I feel like this is about a person in their relationship with the divine. Like it was karmic. And then it felt karmic. You don't make the divine. You don't make the divine feel celebrated. The towers were meant for lessons, for learning. I said, I don't know that books in the Wheel of Fortune. Fire at your feet. The fire at your feet was for you to get moving. The fire at your feet was for you to get moving. I don't care. Look, she got titties out. Wow. Like, oh yeah, I'm hearing it was gonna come. There was gonna come a time for a decision to be made. So like with the divine, yeah. Either you were gonna accept the offer from the divine to learn emotional intelligence, to learn discernment, to learn to feel, to learn that your feelings are there to teach you lessons. Rest and retreat from the what are they saying? From struggle mode, survival mode. Rest and retreat from that. Those were what the tower moments for you to actually feel and learn from your emotions that were affecting your mental because of being in survival mode, because of trauma, the way life went for you. Boundaries are needed, possibly with a mother figure, a mother figure. It could be your mother, it could be the mother of someone you know. It could be your mother, it could be your baby's mother's. So this is a masculine energy. Okay. You don't got no boundaries, sir. But you have values, is what I'm hearing. You have values. You stand 10 toes down on your values, but your boundaries are weak, is what I'm hearing. Page of Pentacles again. Wheel of Fire, Page of Pentacles. It feels like stop taking anything. Stop taking just anything from this feminine energy. Yeah. Spit right back up. Like, yeah. Ignore this feminine energy that is causing you strife, that is making you feel bad and as if you have something to be ashamed of. Life is cyclical. Love is cyclical. It's cyclical. It goes round and round. Either you learn the lesson or you don't. If it's a lesson that you need to learn, then a new cycle starts. A new lesson needs to be learned. It's all gonna go round and round. But this feels like a problem that wasn't being rectified. This feels like a problem where there wasn't the ability to have a meeting of the minds. This feels like constant conflict and karma within spewing negative words, negative thought patterns, moving fast but going nowhere. That's what I'm feeling with that. And a decision that needed to be made. And somebody made the decision to choose the divine, to choose to work on themselves, to choose to celebrate. I feel like celebrate the divine, celebrate the relationship that they have with the divine versus the relationship they have with any physical being on earth. Here's something on the Father of Fire, Passion United, the Chariot, yeah, Passion United. Somebody moving, getting ready to move, or currently moving, like with their actions, with things that they do. But it's not, they're not racing, because I'm hearing take off and gotta run because it's not a race. But I can't, what's that song? I can't remember the song because this other song is interfering with my, you gotta run because it's not a race. I still can't remember the song. Because it's not a race. It's one of my Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles like popped up, slid up. I don't know if y'all can see my hands or not. It showed itself. Four of Pentacles. Greed is not necessary. Champions tend to have a measure of greed with their competitive nature. Is bringing me to the Three of Pentacles that came out when speaking on the Empress energy, the feminine energy. Also, there was competition. There was competition in whatever the relationship was instead of collaboration. Like it wasn't a divine union. It was karmic being in the even in this. It was karmic off rip because of the sense of competitiveness. You don't go into a relationship with someone that you are trying to become a unit, a union with competition energy. You can't compete with each other or you're not gonna get nowhere. The ultimate goals aren't gonna be manifested because there's a competition clause of who can do it better or who can do more, or like it's not a togetherness if there's competition. There's not a partnership if there's competition. It's only one winner when there's a competition. Collaboration, everyone wins. Four Pentacles right back out. Four Pentacles like, I'm gonna be seen. We're gonna put you back in there. Yeah, agreed. What's mine is mine. Holding on tight to it. So how can we build together if what's yours is yours? How can we build together if you're not willing to contribute to the pot? Mm. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody not waiting no more to get moving. It gives, even though it's Three of Wands, it's giving me Eight of Cups energy with the picture. How the picture look. Like they walking down the hill. Things could be going downhill for somebody as well. Possibly because they were waiting on another. Yeah, it gives me the energy that things are going downhill because somebody was waiting on another person to come into understanding and knowing. But all while the other person was in the Seven of Swords energy, like trying to find a way out. Like never intended on making it a, you know, never intended on, damn, what are they trying to tell me? Never intended on coming through with their obligations, with their promises, their vows. The vows is what they said. They never intended on pulling their weight in the relationship is what I'm feeling like. And it feels like the person that was doing the work of trying to keep the relationship together just got fed up. Like it whatever. And again, it's moving. Higher energy, passion ignited. You feel like, okay, I figured out this is not going nowhere, so I'm here to go with what you know. Nine of Wands. Yeah, this King of Wands is definitely a wounded warrior, a champion, a wounded champion. This feels to me as, this is at the bottom of the deck, but it feels to me as if it needs to be in a reverse. So this was a person who was not willing to listen, a person that had a sharp, um, a sharp tongue, a cutting tongue, a person that intends to battle with their words. The back of the deck, the World card. That World card makes me feel like the person knew, like, this is not nothing that is not normal. Is what I'm hearing. It's not normal. It's not the world that I want to be in, and thus that's why they're moving. What popped up? Four of Wands. Yeah, this was a committed relationship, possibly marriage. Roommates is what I'm hearing. Co-companion. There was a co-companion. A co-companion. Okay, there was a co-companion of some sort. That Four of Wands is also giving me the energy of come home to yourself. Come home to yourself is what the message was, the calling that I talked about earlier, that this masculine got in the back of their mind, like come home to yourself, which made them, strengthen and celebrate their connection with the divine instead of being focused on this relationship that they were in, where they felt as if it was a competition versus a collaboration. This person felt on edge in their own home. Like they never had any peace, and if it was never in their house. More on the King of Fire, the Father of Fire. I mean, King of Wands, Emperor. Yeah, this is a masculine energy. I feel like once boundaries are set, because like I said before, there was no boundaries before. Like they stood on their beliefs and their sense of morals, but they didn't have any boundaries. So they would stand 10 toes down on like I'm not gonna do a specific thing, kind of thing like that. This is not me, or um, on their morals. Y'all know what morals and beliefs are. They stood 10 toes down on that kind of stuff, but they would sway with like their boundaries. Like they didn't have any boundaries set up in the relationship within themselves or with that person. Like it feel like this person could run over them. Like this feminine energy can run over this masculine because he has no boundaries set. And that we know that he doesn't feel like he should have to have boundaries with with his co-partner. What is? Hold on, I need to know what a co-partner is, because this is like some third party shit, or does he mean like he shouldn't have to a have boundaries with his person? I need to know that. Hold on, I need to clarify that. Is this third party, or is this co-partner energy what this masculine feels as if is his ride or die, his partner in crime? What's going on with that? What self-love is what you need most right now. Maybe next time. Okay. Okay. So it's the way that he feels about who would ultimately be the person that he shares his life with. There shouldn't be any boundaries with that person. The emperor shouldn't have any boundaries when it comes to the empress. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there was a third party energy. It still feel like it to me, but with the cards that came out, it's leaning more on this person's mindset of how the emperor views the empress in his life, to where he doesn't feel like he should have boundaries with her, which, sir, you're incorrect. You should have boundaries with everyone, including yourself. There should be a line that someone is not allowed to cross without a fight. There should definitely be that sort of line. It doesn't have to be a physical fight. It doesn't have to mean that you win every fight, but it does mean that something needs to be said when somebody does something to cross that line. The conversation needs to be had, and the other person needs to have an understanding that that line can't be crossed anymore. And if there's an understanding that that line can't be crossed anymore and it happens again, then that's when you have to stand 10 toes down the first time that they crossed that line, after there was an agreement on this can't happen no more. So we had the conversation about this can't happen no more. You cross the line again, you stand 10 toes down on that decision of I'm done. It shouldn't have been 12 times that a person crossed that line. Now, a motherfucker can tiptoe up to it however many times they want to, but the moment they cross over, it's time for a conversation to be had, or what needs to be done being done, up to and including being cut off and whatever, reprimanded in whatever way you deem fit, because you're the authority on your boundaries. Yeah, healing, and realizing what was going on in your life, as well as your whole, realizing the fact that you hold the power brought you around to that healing. I feel like those are the same things that brought you around to sharpening your connection and celebrating your connection with the divine, and going into meditation and learning the keys to being emotionally intelligent and working on yourself, and learning, just learning the keys to how this thing is supposed to go, how the bond between you and the divine is supposed to go within you, not coming from an outside source telling you how to connect with the divine. Divine source energy wants and requires each of us to have our own personal relationship with the ultimate source of everything. It doesn't require a rule book that anyone else can tell you. The rule book is innately inside of you. You know when you done fucked up with divine source energy. You know. You know. Everything in your life will reflect it. We ain't talking about doing people wrong, humans wrong, animals wrong, souls wrong. We talking about this was something that you knew was a no-no. Divine source energy that I already let you know when you thought about it, and then you took action upon it, so you knew. Tribe, I am so sorry. I knew this phone had low space, but I don't have a clock to pay attention to the time, and the camera is facing away from me. Um, so I can't see that it was running out, and it was a whole lot of messages that you missed, because I really think that it was another 10 minutes, 20 minutes after it cut off, that I was speaking and receiving messages from my um, ancestors and spiritual team, in conjunction to their connection to your spiritual team. But since you didn't see your last two cards, your awakening cards, this popped out in the current position, the law of love. Your heart knows no bounds. And we were speaking about how it is when you're healing and you have mastered a specific trauma, something that happens to you, where you can recognize the trigger, the emotion that's going to come with it, and you have practiced and learned how to acknowledge it and how to react to it. You've built basically coping mechanisms in regards to specific traumas, so that you know how to navigate when that trauma is triggered, no matter what scenario you're in. We were talking about, and we were also talking about the law of polarity. The moment you judge anything as good or bad, you set the universe into motion. And I was saying that when you deem toxic relationships and toxic patterns as bad, then you are automatically placing shame, blame, guilt, and resentment and all that kind of stuff within your vessel, because you've deemed toxic as bad. And toxic, what I was saying is, things one thing can mean several energies. Toxic energy is not just one energy, it's several energies combined. And the fact that you deem toxic and toxicity and the word toxic as bad, you have already set into motion your universe and how your subconscious mind thinks about toxic energy and anything connected to the word toxic. So once you exhibit anything toxic, you have therefore placed the shame, blame, this is wrong, this is bad within yourself, on yourself, which will create conflict of you, fighting within yourself as the wounded warrior. You know what I mean? So I apologize that everything didn't come through. Also, yeah, the law of, sorry, because now I got a one-handed, now I got a one-fisted. I'm so nasty. That's not right. Anyway, oh my goodness, the law of emergent evolution. Make a new declaration for your life was at the bottom of the deck, at the very back of the deck. We have the law of healing, transform your trauma, transform your life. And that's what I and then we had a discussion about this star card versus the star card in the original Rider Waite tarot deck. This star card is all in. So this healing of your trauma, this healing energy that has been placed upon you requires you to continue to be all in, 10 toes down on your healing journey. Be patient with yourself. Understand that healing is a process. Understand that you are going to have to heal the same wound several times. It's going to scab over, and then emerge again. It's just the evolution of certain wounds. Certain wounds scab over several times. One scab will come on and then fall off, you know, keeping the wound open in the area where the scab was placed over. Like we all know how. Uh, so the emergent evolution of this wound, this scab that you're dealing with currently, that led you to celebrate your relationship with the divine source energy more, and is connected to intimate relationships, relationships with third parties, relationship with your ultimate empress, because that's what it is the love relationship that has taught you to celebrate your relationship with the divine more. I feel like it happened because of a trauma. The relationship was karmic in nature, where you all were in competition with each other versus in collaboration with each other. So nothing was ever going to manifest and grow out of this relationship, but it had to be had because you have a story to tell. This is the Sun card, and this particular word, the grout, however it's said, that particular image of this person is a storyteller. The meaning of the word, the definition of that word is of a storyteller. So you have a story to tell about your trauma, about how your trauma led you to having a connection and strengthening your connection and celebrating your connection with the divine, and all of the lessons that the divine has taught you, about yourself. You have gained a passion. I don't want to say it is a new passion, but the passion for this thing is renewed. Um, Something that you've always wanted to do, something, or someone you've always wanted to be with. It's a past thing. It's a reconciliation with an energy, a thing, or a person that you are ready to celebrate now and ready to learn from, so that you could become the emperor. Because as of right now, you are the king of wands, the father of fire, and we need to evolve into the emperor, who is steady, stable, a sound mind, energy, and everything. He's all of the kings combined in one. So he's mastered all four of those elements, as Aang the Avatar did. So I don't know. I feel like what you need to master now is earth and fire. I feel like you have mastered water and air. So I feel like you're a logical man. I feel like your emotions are stable. You're able to recognize your emotions and deal with your emotions, or you're a man who is cool, calm, and collected on the outside. This is what, yeah, that's what's making me feel. You cool, calm, collected on the outside, but you still have some emotional turmoil that needs to be healed as far as connecting with your trauma. But you're on that road to mastering fire and earth, and continuing. You've almost mastered water, because I still feel like there's some emotional disconnect in as far as you setting boundaries with yourself, and believing that you need boundaries. I still feel like there's emotional component to that that needs to be worked on. But other than that, my king, you are on your way to being the emperor. Just hold it down, keep learning from the divine, keep understanding that everything is cyclical. What goes around comes around is what they're telling me, with love and decisions. And other than that, I love you so much. Peace.